minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
All right. Hey, we should be live. Good evening and welcome to the night, what this would be, night 3 of our DJNTV Hangouts. I'm John Young with the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV, and I have got a lot of echo going on. There we go. Jimmy, thank you for turning that off. We have got a little bit different show tonight. We are in the warehouse side of things. And I have got Jimmy, who's watching the chat room tonight on YouTube. So if you guys have got any questions or if you got any comments about what I'm going to be doing tonight, that's the spot to do, to just put things there, and then Jimmy will forward those on to me. So tonight, what's going to be happening is we've got 4 different shows. Down in the description below, if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, in the description below, there are 4 different links to Zoom meetings. If you're watching this after tonight, it's going to take a day or so for us to get these edited, and then we're going to be changing those links to YouTube videos. All the videos that are done tonight, or these chats, are going to be recorded, and they'll be uploaded to YouTube. And it might take a day or two because we were still getting last night's up. For those of you who were with Brian and Jay last night, 3 hours they were on. Oh my goodness, they had a great time. 3 hours. Oh, that's 20 gigabytes of video data that we had to try to crunch today and get that, and it just uploaded just a few minutes ago, actually. So you guys can go check out the 3-hour marathon those guys had last night. It was incredible. I've heard great comments from it, and they had a great room, so we're really excited about that. Anyway, for tonight, we have 4 different spots. MJ is going to be, he's the first one on our list as we go down. MJ is going to be talking about music and mixing and taking questions. He's got the controller set up. He's got virtual DJ all heated up and ready to go. So that's going to be our first one. And again, the links are just down below me here in the comment section or the description section, wherever that may be. It could be over there. I don't even know. I really don't pay attention. That's where you find it. Then we've got, let's see, Bill Hermann's going to be going on and talking about performance and sharing some things with that and some tips and ideas and answering your questions. You've always wondered, hey, how can I do this? How can I do that? This is the time to ask those questions if it's related to your performance, your MC side of it. Don't ask Bill questions about how do I make my pretty lights go. That's a question for Jeremy Brech, who's also on tonight. Link down below for Jeremy Brech. He's going to be talking lighting, and he's going to be sharing ideas and talking about that. If you got some DMX questions, if you've got some how can I do this question, Jeremy's the man for you tonight. He's going to be talking lighting. So we've got mixing, performance, the MC side of it. We have lighting, and that leaves one last side, the business side. That's going to bring us to Matt Peterson. Matt's going to be talking tonight about moving from a part-time DJ to a full-time situation. A lot of us started out and we were all part-time. Most of us, some of us jumped right into it. But we started out part-time. We had a different job or a second job. Then at some point in time, we thought, could I make this a living? Well, Matt's going to kind of go through some of the things that you're going to need to know and think about and be putting into place in order to make that jump from a part-time DJ to a full-time DJ. A lot of great content tonight. If you can't make, go to your first choice. If you can't make it to the others because of, they're all at the same time, they're all going to be recorded, and you'll be able to get to them, or watch them a little bit later. If you've got some questions, don't be afraid to start in one room. Ask a couple of questions. Bounce to another room and ask questions over there. You can do that. That's why all those links are down there. Just keep this video's description page up, and you can click from room to room, and you're going to be good to go. Okay. One last thing. This week's paper, or this month's edition, the January edition of the Disc Jockey News, has our new schedule for DJNTV. We're going to be publishing that Sunday morning. This next week is going to be our kickoff week and our first week of our new schedule. Sunday with Mike is going to actually kick us off with that Sunday morning with his first new show of 2018. Yay! And then after that, we've got, goodness, I think we have 15 shows that are going to be coming, 12 to 15 that will be coming through next week. That whole schedule of when things are going to be falling is in this month's paper. You can go out to discjockeynews.com, click on the e-edition for the free e-edition reader. On page 11, Mike Lenstra went through and did a little article write-up about what's going to be coming to DJNTV, some of the shows, and then we have the schedule right there. This will all be sent out in a Sunday morning email, so if you're not on our email list, go out to discjockeynews.com, sign up for the email list, and you'll get the links and updates and all that Sunday morning. Okay, house cleaning's over. Tonight's topic that we're going to talk about here, we've got about 20 minutes to talk about this little guy. This is from Newmark. I'm going to give you the exact, I'm going to be doing a video on this more in depth, and I want to show this to you. This is the Party Mix Pro. Now, this is something that we saw at NAMM. I think it was last year we saw it at NAMM, but we've seen things like this for a while. Basically a powered speaker system. We've got one little addition to it. It has some lighting on the front. This is kind of a neat little thing if you needed to have some sound for a backyard party, or if you're going to be doing something where you want to get your kids involved and get them going. This would be kind of that little starter system. It's got everything built into it. And what's neat about it is it can run from one of two devices. It can run from our iPad, or it can run from our laptop. And what I wanted to do is just to see how easy this is or how difficult this is, we're going to do this together. So while I'm going to be putting this together, Jimmy's going to be singing show tunes to you, right, Jimmy? Jimmy's going to be singing, he's laughing. Jimmy's going to be singing show tunes to you, but he's going to do it in the chat room. It's going to be incredible. So basically what the Newmark's, the little mix unit here is that it has I'm going to turn a little bit so you guys can see. It has the controller built right into the unit. So you can go and you can use this as a controller. It also has some outputs and such on the side over here, where if you wanted to use it to go to a different system, you certainly could. Its design is really, when my kids they're getting into that 8, 9, 10 years old, and they're like, hey, Dad, I want to play and do some things. This is what this is really designed for. If somebody wants to go and practice and such and have a practice system, this could do that. But I like it for the idea with the kids. So I'm going to be doing with the iPad first, and I've got it plugged in, turned on, and the app that we're going to be using for this, that they have all set up for this, and this is, again, I just turned this on and started, is DJ Player Pro. And I was just playing with DJ Player a little bit in the house, and it's actually kind of a cool little app. It has the ability to do quite a few different things, and I was really kind of impressed with that. So now I must not have something right here, because it's not finding it. It might not all plugged in. I might not have things plugged in. Maybe I needed to do this and turn this on. Yeah, you just keep it down in my ear there. We got a request for cats. Oh, in the chat room they're requesting cats. That's funny. That is funny. So are my party lights? Well, okay. I'm not getting power. What am I not doing right here? I thought I had this all set up right. Oh, you know, if you turn the power switch from off to on, that helps tremendously. There we go. Now we're going to do this again. This is what happens sometimes when you're wanting to do things live to show how easy it is the first time, and sometimes it's smarter than you are. Live TV is not a good thing. Okay, now I have my control. So I've got my play. Good, good, good. I have my volume. I'm there. Where's my master? And where's my gain? And I should be pretty close to having this. There's my mic input, my gain there. Good, good, good. Yeah, there we are. She said I was the tiny, she wanted to tiny. Pitch a little bit. Do I have scratch ability? Okay, the scratch isn't giving me a stretch. That's true scratch. So if I turn my party lights on, there we go. So I have my ability to get my songs. I can do my song thing. I can go with the little knob. I can go down and grab a song. Oh, let's see. And I can choose which deck it's going to go to. We're going to load it there. And I didn't get it right there. This is stored in, oh, yeah, you. Did I tell you guys about my love with Apple today? Yeah, this is another situation where Apple is it's reading my songs that are supposedly on my device, but they're not. They're on my other device, or they're in the cloud. So it's finding all of those ones, all those. I've got to do this differently. Yeah, there we go. I've got to go to my playlist. Go to my playlist and be able to bring up the songs that I have on this device and put them in the right spot. There we go. So I've got that, and I've got just a bunch of 70s music on this iPad. This is what we were using when we were doing some things with older music. So, okay, so we're hooked up to the iPad. We're going to shut off our cool little light show. Now, I want to see how it works, because it said that it will work with Virtual DJ. When you're hooking it up to your phone or an iPad, you need to have this little device called a camera adapter, which is basically a USB adapter, and it has the lightning plug on the other end. That's what you need for your phone or for your iPad. And unfortunately, I didn't have one, so I had to go buy one. But now we're going to fire up the old MacBook here and give this a try and see what this is like. This is supposed to be able to handle the tablet, and of course it has a nice little spot for the tablet. I could have had it up here and have been doing things properly. This is one of the smaller iPads. I don't have the full size one out here. Okay, so go to Virtual DJ. I'm going to be using Virtual DJ 8. You can use Virtual DJ LE. I believe that comes with it, the capability to get that if you want to. And is it going to find it? You know, if I would turn it on, what's throwing me off is there's a little charging, because this is a battery powered thing, and I see the little battery light up there, and it's like, oh, it should be on. No, it's not. Okay, so it's on. Bring up Virtual DJ and use the sound card, and okay. So now, if we go there, I have that control. I've got my little music there. I can do my things. Nice. Okay, so let's go here. We can go and change my pad mode to my sampler, which is my favorite thing to do in a wide world. Yeah, I can do my sampling. Do I have a sampler? Goodness gracious, I think I'm going to drop the bottom of this speaker off. my master. And there's another master. Oh, I've got 2 master gains here. Interesting. But it has a little microphone jack on the side and such. So a person can use a microphone with this if you want to. Again, it would be kind of a cool little thing just to play with. As the kids are going on doing their thing. And it has a light show. Bluetooth connectivity if I didn't want to use. Yeah, cool. So that's something from Newmark here. This is the Party Mix Pro. That's going to be something that that will be out there. You're going to see, and you're going to see variations of this because Newmark is part of the InMusic company. InMusic also handles ION, I-O-N, and you've seen variations of this out and about at some of the big box stores. Is it something that every DJ would want to have? Probably not. It's not something that that every DJ is going to want to have. But in the right situation where you have children who are wanting to get into it, this could be something they could have in their bedroom. And it has, again, it has the pads. It has the ability to do some tempo things and pitch things and work your gains and such. So you really could get them a really good tactile feel of a DJ controller and yet not be going and having to drag a full sound system in. Okay, there's 2 more things I wanted to talk to you guys about. And what do you know? I didn't put them here. So I'm going to just step off camera here for just a second. And I think I've got them. Oh, no, they're over here. I put them over here. Because I talked a little bit about these, and I'm off camera, and I'm off to the side. I sat a toad on them. We're going to talk headphones next. Because I've been playing with some headphones here. Where did I take them to the other side? I think I took them to the other side. There we are. There we are. Okay, my bad. So we've got we're going to look at 3 different headphones here quick before our time is up today. Because we've been looking at, I've been using actually this particular pair. You guys have seen these around Vamoda. We had some custom ones made with the DJ News. Very cool with that. I like that. That's really kind of a neat thing. But these are something we've been using and such with a lot of our videos. Then I did a video where we got into the Pioneer DJ. These are the HDJ X10. Then I wanted to look at these, and we're going to look at these together a little bit. Obviously, we are not going to listen to them. But this is something I got to actually listen to at a couple of the conventions. These are Floyd Rose from their collection. Let's see, where do they have the opening? Right there. And the Floyd Rose is one of the newer companies in the headphone market that is coming onto our radar. Let's put it that way. They've been in the market and doing different things, but they really are kind of pushing into the mobile DJ arena more than what they had in the past. So that's why we're starting to hear about them. We got to listen to some of their headphones at DJ Expo, actually at a couple of different events. And I was really impressed with the headphones. And one of the questions is durability. That's why I really wanted to bring these out and have the 3 here. We're not going to listen to them, obviously, because it wouldn't do you a bit of good. But I wanted to just kind of look at them from that durability standpoint and be flexing them. And in some ways, seeing if we could flex them together and give you an idea of sizes. Because there's some of us that have, now I've got the Floyd Rose here and I've got the Pioneer DJ. There's the Floyd Rose, and they can extend on both sides. Looks like we have a kind of a chrome color plastic that's there. I don't believe that's metal at all right in there. And we've got, looks like we've got some different layers of plastic here, so we can get a little bit stiffer down here at that juncture. This is one of the areas in which I wanted to test. The Floyd Rose has a lot more flexibility right there. And with the Vamoda, this is all metal, and there's virtually no flexibility at all on that. So for those of you who are kind of, this is a weak spot and it will snap, the Vamoda is all metal. So that's definitely a nod for Vamoda in that aspect of it. From the Pioneer's perspective, we've got some really heavy gauge plastic. We've got 2 layers here, so it actually is acting as kind of an inside layer and an outside layer to really limit some of its flexibility. And the Floyd Rose has a little bit more flexibility across the board, which could be a good thing for you. Those who are kind of wanting to have something that's a little bit not as tight. They're not very tight at all. And a Pioneer would be is a little bit more of a snug fit. And the Vimoda would probably be closer to the Floyd Rose. So let's extend them all the way and take a look at the differences we're going to see there. How much clearance we're going to call it. So comparing the Pioneer to the Vimoda, basically the earpieces are sitting, if I have the top bar about the same, it looks like I've got a little bit more width with the JBL, and I have the earpieces go down a good inch farther than the Vimoda. Let's look at the Floyd Rose. Extend these down all the way, so if we're about the same there. And this is kind of interesting, as we have articulation with the Pioneer. We have articulation going on with the Vimoda. With the Floyd Rose, there's no articulation going on. There's really some things that, we're not getting some of that movement and such. So that's kind of a bummer. What the Floyd Rose brings to the table that the other two don't is something I just was hitting the button, actually. I don't know if you can see the little flashing. They're a Bluetooth headset. They can be used with the 1/8-inch wire, or they can be used as a Bluetooth and hooked up to your device and going that route. Which, with the over-the-ear, this would actually be a nice little headphones for using, say, on an airplane or something. But for a DJ use, I think the comfort level would be there. I don't, the earpieces are small enough where it's not going to bother too terribly much, especially if you've got a beard. I don't think that's going to be a big issue. But I don't like the lack of articulation. So I suppose if you're wearing them all the time, that wouldn't be a big deal. For myself, most of the time I'm wearing my headphones like so, and that means I'd have to have them basically straight down. Whereas some that are a little bit more round in the ear, I can be doing this, and it works out much better. And again, Pioneer, completely round, so I'm getting, wherever I throw them on, I'm going to have good coverage of my ear. But the big thing with Floyd Rose is that they're really getting into the Bluetooth. They've got a good quality sound. They're getting into the Bluetooth aspect of it. And right now, a lot of the headphones that I listen to from them, I would put them in that kind of a home use. They're probably not meant for the road yet because of little things like that with the articulation and how we want these to bend. We want headphones that can do all sorts of different things. So that way, if I grab it and I'm doing this, I can do this. I can't do this with the Floyd Rose. And I would have a little bit of a difficult time. This was a frustration of mine with the Vimodas. They like get you close, but not quite there. You can see where the wires are pulled completely tight. You just can't quite get there. So if I want to do one ear, I've got to bring it past itself like that. And that's how I would do a one-ear cue on it. And that works out fine. But I can't do that with the Floyd Rose. And I could kind of do that with the Pioneer and get you there. So I mean, the Pioneer, of the three, for complete flexibility and for the larger melon, the Pioneer, these again are the DJ X10s, would probably be my first choice. For on the road use, the Vimoda, you definitely have to take a look at the Vimoda yet. They're a solid headphones. And then of course the new one, and the Floyd Rose, and I'm going to be doing some more things and listening to these and comparing sound quality and giving you guys would be my third option, probably more of an option for recreational listening around the house while I'm vacuuming. I'm going to do this tomorrow. Would just be an awesome video. I'm vacuuming the house while using the Floyd Rose headphones. Okay, not Thursdays. Thursday can't do that. So anyway, that's my little thing for tonight. I've got more gear. I've got some lights over there we've got to talk about, and a few different things with that. And we've got to do that side by side with you guys have been asking for the Denon 7000 next to the Newmark, the NS62. So we're going to do side by side and compare different things and what I like and don't like. I talked about it on numerous things, but I think just having the video and say, this has this one doesn't, and kind of back and forth is going to be the most advantageous for you. So that's going to be something we're going to get on. But I'm going to wrap things up so you guys will have a few minutes to go grab yourself a beverage and come back, because if one of these shows goes for 3 hours, I don't want to be responsible for you being dehydrated, or if you happen to have to go to the restroom and such. So we're going to get going here. Again, the links for all of the group chats tonight are down below. When you go to the rooms tonight, please make sure your microphones are off. And if you have a question, depending upon how the room is being run, some are going to be where you would raise, they'll ask you to raise your hand. Some of the rooms will be less formal, where you can just basically have your mic off and you can turn it on to say something and then shut it back off. But if we have too many mics on, even if you're not talking, sometimes the ambient noise in your room or maybe your speakers will be picked up by that microphone, and it really gets confusing for the person who's talking and kind of answering questions. So if you're not speaking or you're not going to be speaking for a while, please shut your microphone. I even shut my microphone off many of the times so that I'm not, there's not the little whatever feedback hiss, what have you, might come in from my microphone when I'm watching the shows. I'm going to be jumping on with MJ in just a few minutes and helping to get that one going. Again, Bill Hermann's going to be doing performance. I'm not sure if Bill's ready to go with his yet. You can just go and it will tell you that either he's ready or that he'll be starting the meeting and he'll be bringing you in one way, shape, or form. And I'll be checking on that here in just a little bit. So you've got Matt Peterson, Bill Hermann, you've got MJ, and you've got Jeremy Brech, and they should all be up and running here in about 5 minutes tonight. Next week, we start with the Disc Jockey News, DJNTV shows. We're going to be doing our full line of shows starting next week. The next chat hangout, we're going to be looking at doing this at the end of January. Now, this is going to, depending upon how things work out, because we've got NAMM at the end of January. So we're thinking the week after NAMM, we're going to try to do a couple more big chat nights on Tuesday and Wednesday. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you're thinking of these chat nights and such. And if you let us know in the room, that's wonderful and fine. But try to make sure you tell myself or Brian some, because then when we talk about this after the shows and we're kind of comparing notes and seeing, is this something we want to do in the future and offer this? If it's something that you guys really got something out of, we'd love to hear more about that, so that way we can plan these nights out and get the people together and such, like Jay Brannon and Brian last night, and have just a really great night of you guys asking questions of people you see in the videos and sometimes just want to say hey to. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully is my studio in there working? Okay, good. My studio producer, he's in the other room there. He's going to be switching us off here in just a second. So, but again, thank you for watching. Go find yourself a chat room and bounce around tonight. Have some fun, and we will see you. I'll see you in the one chat tonight. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next Monday night when we do our live shows. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV. Thanks for watching.